All right, testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, test, test. Okay, let me know if my audio can be heard. Testing, 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 testing. 1, 2. Okay, let's see. Lights all on. Then IPA chart. All right, so quite a lot of people in chat right now. Let's see. Let me read that up there. All right. Hey, hello, Ainol. And okay, VIP Golden Stars, Kasi. Oh, someone's at the book fest today. How's it going? I'm not sure who Night Hunter is. Okay, Adriana, hello. And then Nadi, good morning. Yeah, so welcome on board, everybody. Okay, I hope my audio is clear. If my audio is not clear, please let me know. I'm trying to put up the volume and making sure everything is super duper clear. All right. So everybody, is my audio clear? All right. Hello, Irdina. Okay, it's clear. That's very good. Is it only in one ear or is it in both ears? I want to make sure the mixing's right here. All right. Hello, Hakeem. Welcome. So yeah, this is what I do when I'm, not able to be present. So I do online classes. It's quite easy because I can like show slides and do stuff without actually physically being there, and still be able to check who's online and stuff, so nobody can like kind of goring me right now. But hope everybody's enjoying their break right now. So I believe most of you are at home right now or outside or not in CFS. But if you're in CFS, no problem. I just hope that the internet is quite okay. Okay, let's see. I need to load some sound files actually for today. Let me see. And the great thing about streaming is I can kind of control what you guys see, so you're not actually able to see what I'm seeing right now on my screen. I have like 2 monitors and a lot of windows going on, and nobody has a clue what I'm looking at. So let's see. Just hold on a sec. I need to search for IPA chart. Okay, I already have an IPA chart loaded here, but I have another IPA chart I want to show you guys actually. So I believe By the way, keep the questions coming. I can actually read the chat while searching files here. You're in KFC? Whoa. KFC in Pahang or KFC something else? Somewhere else. Let me just move the monitor a bit. CFS, no problem with CFS. You can probably have fun and enjoy the nature. Okay, I need to talk closer to the microphone. All right, Hanan is here, Nurin is here. Yeah, I can actually check attendance, but if you guys reply to me there, but I'm looking for a certain file right now. KFC in Kedah. Oh, which part of Kedah? That's kind of awesome. Does the chicken there taste the same like the chicken in other places? I heard chicken in Kedah tastes different. In a good way, of course. Wait, where is that file that I sent? Hold on a sec, guys. I'm actually looking. Yeah, there we are. There we go. Okay. It's okay. I'm a bit forgiving when it comes to online classes because I do know that internet connection is a factor for a lot of guys. Like, not everybody has super fast Wi-Fi. Even me, like, I'm only able to do this in my parents' house because we have like, how many gigabyte is it over here? But it's ridiculously fast internet here, so that's why it's easier to stream from home. And the reason I put this on YouTube because YouTube has this thing where it adjusts the quality based on the viewers, so you guys actually get to, what do you call that? You guys actually get to enjoy this at all qualities without any problems, hopefully. Unless internet is being crappy, then I can't really help you. Alright, so I've already loaded 2 okay, let me see if I can load another page on my stream. Let's see, window capture. And then I probably am gonna capture, okay, this is a rather big one. Okay, can you guys, okay, my face is covered, right? So I'm gonna like yeah, make that smaller. It's gonna be messy a bit here. Okay, so you guys can probably see this other table I'm showing as well, right? Okay, it's got a bit bigger, but just nice. You know, not that way, not that way. This way. Okay, let me just make this smaller. By the way, guys, you guys should probably learn how to make streams, because that's like the next big skill that a lot of employers are looking for, the ability to broadcast live, and also not just live broadcast, but also about, you know, talking in front of public. Per Mysuri on TV. Oh my god, seriously, you want to put me on your TV? That's cool if you want to do that, but not compulsory at all. Okay, hold on, I'm hiding my face now, I know that. Alright, let's just put my stuff there. Alright, you guys can probably see all the windows now. Not all, I'm hiding some windows. Okay, then this one goes on top. Alright, I'm actually not feeling a bit well today, but never mind. Alright, so let's begin our class today. Alright, so I believe I have students from all 4 sections I'm teaching this semester, which is actually quite, you know, awesome. I can actually do a mass lecture without really, you know, booking a venue and stuff. So this is gonna be, well, in my opinion, this is one of the most fun chapters because there's not much theory to learn. It's primarily, you know, practical understanding and some memorization involved. As long as you know how the tables are organized and why the symbols are like that, this is going to be a very, very easy chapter, inshallah. Although, because there's a lot for you guys to actually cover, so we're actually going to like take quite some time to actually do this. All right, hold on a sec. Why is my flash player not working well on this one? Okay, never mind. You guys can't actually see what's going on. All right, so right now I have here loaded the IPA chart. In case you guys don't have the IPA chart, I'm going to be sending the file. Hold on, I got another message here. Make it sound English. All right, hold on a sec. I have 730, 733, 735, and 741, right? Okay. I'm going to be sending a file to all of you guys. And this is so that, you know, you guys have something to refer to on your phones just in case you need it. So I'm sending, let's see. I just sent it to, hold on a sec. 733, 741, 730. And then there's where's 735? Where did you guys go to? Where's the squad? Hold on, I cannot find 735. Okay, there you are. Okay, I already sent the copy of the IPA chart, alright? Okay, so I'm not sure where I started with each section, but you know, a revision will be just nice for everyone. Okay, by the way, I'm zooming in. Can you see my cursor on the screen right now? Can you guys see my cursor? I hope you guys can see. Okay, so looking at the IPA chart, okay, if you download the IPA chart online, by the way, it's free of charge, and I just sent a copy to everybody in all sections, right? Now, you're not going to learn all of the symbols, so don't worry, right? I know it's overwhelming to see all these awesome looking symbols. We're going to cover, I would say, 30 to 40% for CFS level, all right? So we'll go slowly, all right? So the first one we're covering in the semester are the consonants, all right? So, okay, walaikum salam, Karina. All right, so what are consonants? Consonants are sounds that can be stopped, all right? Consonants are sounds that require the articulators. Okay, if I were to type that, okay, I'll type it in chat. Okay, require articulators. So what are articulators? Articulators are basically parts of the mouth, or we call them the oral cavity. Okay, we're going to use a lot of fancy terms in this chapter. So mouth is referred to as the oral cavity, the space in the mouth, whereas the space in the nose is what we call the nasal cavity. So cavity is whole, lobang, oral is, you know, inside the mouth, and nasal is inside the nose, right? Quite simple. So Of course, in most normal human beings, our oral cavity isn't empty. We have teeth, we have the gums, we have a tongue. So basically, consonants are articulated using articulators, which are located within either the oral cavity or the nasal cavity. Of course, for our level, we mostly focus on the oral cavity. Okay, we don't use the ears to make speech and whatever you have, right? And then the way they are arranged on the table from left to right is from outside, meaning to say the lips first, and then it goes inwards as you go towards the right of the table. I think that's pretty easy to understand, all right? And okay, some of the symbols are like your normal alphabet. So some of them are easy, some are based on ancient Phoenician, some are based on other symbols. I'll guide you through the whole thing, right? And then within each category, you may see that there are two symbols, one on the left, one on the right. Okay, you can look at my cursor. So those on the left, hey Bella, welcome to my class. I can't say stream because it's not a video game stream, unfortunately. Okay, where was I? Hold on a sec, I need to get my pen drive. All right. By the way, at any time throughout this class, feel free to participate in the chat. I can actually read everything while this goes on, and I've already gotten used to looking at two screens at the same time. Okay, no problem being late. I just started, by the way. Actually, I just hope my with that. Hello. All right, so bilabial again comes from the root word labia. Okay, I'm gonna type as well, right? Labia equals the lip, but nobody pronounces with just one lip. All right, so that's why bi equals 2, and then labia equals lip, and then that suffix there is an imbuhan. Suffix is imbuhan akhiran, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. It's basically it changes a noun into an adjective. So kebibiran, but that sounds very bad in whatever language it is. So I already taught you guys there's p and b as your bilabial plosive. Okay, plosive. Why is it called plosive or stop? Because you're literally closing the organ, which in this case is the lip, the articulator, and you're holding the air behind it. So plosive sounds are produced when you hold the air and then you release it. P, p. Like even p. You hold the air, then p. Alright, so the p sound. And then you have the b. Okay, it's really audible on this microphone because it's actually able to capture the bass frequencies, right? So I'll place my mic really close to both my throat and my lips so you can actually hear the sounds. Oh, by the way, when I'm not, in front of people, I don't really use the Malaysian accent that much, so you can actually hear a more proper pronunciation. Whereas when I'm in class, I tend to blend my accent with the surrounding. We learn this phenomenon in the final chapter. Yeah, phenomenon. Okay. So, what's ASMR? Assalamualaikum. Oh my god. Alright, walaikum salam. Okay, so p. You can hear that, right? So the way it's produced, I'm going to do it in slow motion. So there's a p. Alright? So voiceless sounds do not have that distinct vibration that comes from your larynx. Alright? So if I were to put my microphone here and say b, 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 you can hear that very distinct vibration, right? This is not coming from my lips, this is coming from my throat. So the b sound. Okay, what does ASMR stand for? Oh my god, I got it wrong. Guys, I do not know all of the net talk. There are a lot of awesome terms on the internet, and I wish I knew everything, but I'm not God, but let's see how many viewers here. Oh, we have 65 people right now online. That's cool. So yeah, what's ASMR? Do enlighten us, all right? Okay, anyway, so this is b, all right? When I say p, if you're on really good quality earphones, you can hear the difference in the frequencies. Okay, there's p and there's b, there's p and there's b. You can actually hear the difference in the rumble there, right? Of course, in men, us males, because we have a very distinct larynx here, so it might be a bit different from the girls. All right, so far I've illustrated p, autonomous sensory meridian response. What the heck is that? Okay, and then you have the nasals. Okay, so nasal in Malay is sengau, you use the nose. But here's the thing, when you have a flu, the nasal cavity, meaning to say the passage between the throat to the mouth, no, throat to the nose, is always open, which is why those who have flu are more nasal than other people, because they can't really close that channel between the throat and the nose, because all that mucus is in the way. All right, so yeah, that's why normally when you have a flu or a sore throat, you know, everything becomes nasal, whereas when you're healthy, nasal sounds are nasal, but non-nasal is, you know, yeah. And then, okay, for Aisha, yeah, what happens in some accents is that it requires you to open up the nasal cavity. Okay, in our basic English and basic Malay, we don't do that. But in languages such as French requires you to nasalize certain vowels. When you say like français, okay, franc, the is so nasal, like français. It's a very difficult to pronounce thing. Or bonjour, or the or is so, well, you get my point there, right? I hope you do. Okay, hold on, notify those dates. Fiance, okay, that one is a bit of a tough case. Fiance, okay, I'm not the best at French. I don't study French, but I do have knowledge of the sound system of French. There are some E sounds that are nasalized in French. For example, there's E, which is so hard to pronounce. Paris, yeah, Paris. So even the E is never mind. I'm probably gonna suck at, you know, doing French properly. So let's not embarrass myself here. But let's focus on the real deal here, which is, hold on a sec, I'm losing track here. Wait, where's my IPA chart on my browser? Not York University, but okay, NCL. You guys love French a lot, don't you? Okay, hold on, remember this edition in run Adobe Flash. Okay. Alright, so p, b, m. We are not covering the bilabial trill because in any language that we currently speak, we don't have a, hold on a sec. We don't have a vibrating okay. You know how the R sounds, some people say R like that, right? With the right? Imagine doing that to a B. So we don't have a how do you do this? Okay, hold on. A bilabial trill is something like a okay, I can't do it. I'm just not, you know, it's not in my register. It's very difficult to do. But that's why, guys, in the test, there's a difference between lowercase and uppercase. So don't simply write a big B, because that's a different sound altogether, alright? And then we do not have a fricative p and b. That's a ridiculous sounding one. We don't have that in English or Malay so far, right? So next we're going to cover labiodental. By the way, any questions, let me know, yeah? Oh god, my running nose is kind of annoying. French fries, okay, if I'm not mistaken, French fries does not come from France, which is kind of, you know, like ridiculous, but yeah, it's called French. But then again, durian Belanda does not come from Belanda, so, or tikus Belanda, yeah, tikus Belanda in English is guinea pig, like, you know, Guinea and Belanda are two different countries. I don't get it. Anyway, all right. So labiodental is the lip and the tongue together. You know, lip and the teeth together, all right? So we do not have this one, which is your, oh god, this is very embarrassing. This is your mwah sound, your mwah. It's so ridiculous. We're not covering this one here, right? We're not covering this one either. This is even ridiculous to pronounce. But we have your f and we have your v. Okay, to Zati, it's not a mwah, yeah? Mwah is like this, but using your front teeth and it's touching the lower lip, so it's a mwah. It's not mwah. Mwah is still the m symbol. But the moment your upper teeth is touching the lower lip, it's a mwah. Okay, whatever. That's a symbol we don't learn. But again, we have p, b, m, and then we have f, and we have v. So I'll let you hear the vibration here. This is a f, which doesn't have that vibration. Then you have a v. Again, you can hear my larynx actually vibrating there. Let's put in my larynx right here. V. Is it the lip and tongue? It's the lip and the teeth with the tongue pushing the air. The tongue is involved in all of these sounds, alright? You need a tongue. If you don't have a tongue, you can't talk properly. Seriously, alright? So far we're clear about that, right? It's quite easy because so far the symbols are like, our normal Roman symbols. You have the p, you have the b, you have the m, which is also voiced because it's on the right side. So m. And then you have a f and you have a v. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 symbols at this point. So far it's not that bad, I think. But if you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, teeth and lip. To be precise, your upper teeth and your lower lip. Now, if you notice for the next 3 sounds, next 3 articulators actually, you notice there's no boundary in between the 3 POAs, because the way you pronounce these sounds really depends on your accent. Now, some people, when they pronounce their t and d, it's really at the edge of their teeth, alright? Let's say, for example, the word roti. Roti is the best word for this one, right? So some people want their roti, right? Some people want to order roti, and some people want to order roti. No, roti is over here actually. That's Retroflex, sorry. Alright, most of your Indian flavors sound are in the Retroflex zone. That involves curling the tongue backwards and then pushing it forward. So you have roti, 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 and roti. You can hear the difference, right? And same with the n sound. Okay, it can be forward, like you want a banana, you want a banana, you want a banana, and you want a banana. Alright. Okay, Leah Samsel, what's a nasal sound? Okay, if you open your mouth, you might notice that there's a channel that goes into your nose from the throat, right? So nasal sounds require that channel to be open. In other words, air is coming out from your nose. So if you say mama, 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 you might feel that your finger will be a bit heated up because of the air coming out. If you say papa, 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 you will not feel any air coming out through your nose at all. You can say papa, 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 papa. Perfect. But okay, saying mama with your nose closed is impossible, because you need the air to come out from the nose. Now, the problem with people with a running nose or flu, if they're not trained in phonetics or vocal or speech signs, the mucus, which is in the way of that channel, makes that thing at the back there you're not able to close it properly because of the mucus, which is why everything has the air coming out from the nose, which makes you sound very sangao. Okay. I hope I answered your question well, Leah. Alright. So far you have your t and your d and your n. So of course, how you name the symbols, you go by the voicing first. So if it's on the right, it's voiced. On the left, it's voiceless. And then you go to the place of articulation, and then you go through the manner of articulation. Okay, Mashita, that's a very good question. Okay, alveolar. Okay, I can't exactly. Okay, I have this tissue paper. Not tissue. This is a cloth. All right. So assume that this cloth here is your front teeth, all right? You can assume, right? So you see my tongue here. This is the tongue. Assume that my hand is a tongue. Okay, dental touches the teeth. Alveolar is that place between the gum and the teeth. Post-alveolar is slightly up here. Not the lalangit. Lalangit's up here, all right? The palatal area, your lalangit, is up, right, straight up. It's in between this and this. This is post-alveolar. Alveolar, dental. So this is, assume this is your front teeth. Dental, alveolar, post-alveolar, and then palatal or your lalangit, all right? So far you're clear? I hope I clarified that because I don't have the whiteboard or anything here. I know Brother Atta has a whiteboard in his house as well, but you know I'm not fond of whiteboards at home. All right, so we have t, d, and n. Now because they exist in 3 different areas, so in the exam it's fine if you say this is a voiced alveolar plosive or a voiced dental plosive or a voiced post-alveolar plosive. It's completely fine because it can exist in 3 different places of articulation, all right? So t, d, n. Okay, I won't cover the R's yet because there's a special explanation behind that. Now let's go to the fricatives. Now in case you guys don't remember, or in case I haven't covered it with you guys yet, fricatives, you know, they're from the word friction, all right? So the air is flowing. If you notice, so I'm partially closing the airway a bit, so there's some pressure, but it's not completely closed. In other words, you're tightening the space, you're making the space smaller, but air can still escape. So this awesome symbol here, there is it, yeah, this is your voiceless dental fricative, and this is the voiced dental fricative. So this is your th. Okay, let me put in the throat. Your th, and the one on the right is your the. Okay, you can really hear the difference, right? You have your th and your the. You might get a headache listening to that strong vibration there. Sorry about that, you guys. So your th and your the. All right, this is one reason why Malaysians in general have difficulty pronouncing this, because in the Malay language, do we have th or the? We don't really have it in BM, right? You don't say you tertarik dengan orang. Oh god, that sounds so hideous. But English and even Arabic has the th and the, all right? So in English, they are normally spelled with th, but be careful because, as I've mentioned early in the class, English spelling is totally unreliable, all right? Totally unreliable. So for example, Leah here said thank you. So guys, here's a question. So thank you, is that voiceless or is that voiced? Let's get some replies from you guys. Oh, is everybody thinking right now? And yeah, for those who are disconnected, it's okay. I understand if you know your internet is bad. Don't worry. Yeah, it's voiceless, all right? So you have the voiceless one, which is your th. And then the voiced one, which is your the. So this, if you know this, okay, this sound can be found in words like this. Okay, Thor is this one. You don't say Thor. That's a thal. Okay, night is useless because night does not even have a fricative there. The word night is very, very deceiving. Despite being spelled K-N-I-G-H-T, you don't say nicht. You do not pronounce it that way. All right, to Hanan, yes, technically it's your DZ or DZ, but we avoid spelling it as DZ because DZ means something else in phonetics. So be very careful. So technically it's TH. Okay, to hybrid Neko, don't worry because this particular stream is currently being recorded and you can watch it again on YouTube. So don't worry. Most of my online classes, I actually save them online so people can actually, watch it and benefit from it. Alright, and you might notice that the majority of my stuff on YouTube aren't exactly academic. I have a life, so whatever. Alright, so yeah, though. When you say though, you don't say though, you say though. So it's actually voiced, alright? Alright, what else there? Yeah, so be careful. You have words like this, or you have words like those. You have words like that. You have words like, what else? Not many words. Mother. That's a good one, Vidat. Thank you so much. Mother and father actually use the. Thunder is voiceless. Thunder. Voiced will be like mother or father. Okay, sadder. That's obviously a d. So be careful. A d is not a the. There's a difference between father and father. Alright, father is like, it's obviously a d. So be very careful. It's not. So sadder, that's a d. Or brother. Yeah, that's a very good one. Brother, or for example, your significant other, or you like to bother people. Bother, or maybe like the USB hotspot, you have tether. Here's the thing, Aisha Nasuha, not necessarily TH. There are actually a few words that actually have the without the TH. So yeah, gather, it's a the. Alright. Wafa, I think you meant further. Yeah, okay. Thread is voiceless. Alright. Thread. You don't say thread. You don't say that, alright? So Teresa, that's a t. That's a t, which means it's alveolar plosive. It's not a fricative. So you notice this is where things, threat is voiceless. Dread is a d. So d is this one. Remember, stop. Okay, how to know if it's a stop or fricative? How do I say this here? You can elongate fricatives. What's elongate? You can panjangkan. For example, can you say, okay, let's say papaya. So say, it won't come out. That's plosive. But fricatives, we say fika, for example. Alright? I'm not saying the bad F word here, okay? So when it comes to fricative, you can actually like or you can actually push the air before pronouncing it. Whereas plosive sounds or air cannot escape because you're blocking the air for plosives. But fricatives, like fricative, you're hearing ghostly sounds. Oh yeah, if you're hearing something in the background, it's actually my fan. That's why. The fan's slightly noisy, and this is a very sensitive microphone. Alright? But I hope that explains things. Watch less saliva everywhere. Yeah. One thing you can expect is that there will, depending on your mouth and how you are as a person, you can expect some saliva in the process. It's fine. Alright? Okay, so far we are clear with the and the, I hope. Any questions? Okay, I'm not going to spit everywhere. Come on, guys. This house is clean. Alright, s and z. Alright, s and z. Okay, s and z. Okay, be careful with z, because if you do z, for too long, because the sounds are deeper into the larynx, you can get a headache because the vibration is really strong. So if you want to purposely get a headache, okay, that's a bad one. Never mind. You get my point, right? So yeah, the zzz, just do that for a long time. I guarantee your head will not feel right after some time. All right. Now, the dangerous part is in the English language and also in Malay sometimes, despite being spelled with a s, you pronounce it as s, it's actually a z sound. Okay, for example, I'm going to type a word here. Okay. Now, guys, is this a voiceless or a voiced sound? I won't pronounce it yet. The last sound in that word I just typed in chat, is that voiceless or voiced? So I typed the word there, C-L-O-S-E. Is it voiced or voiceless? Okay, hybrid Neko, you have to type the D at the end if you mean voiced. So believe it or not, close, you don't close. You're coming close. Wait, close the door. Wait, hold on, close the door. Okay, it depends on which one you're talking about, right? If let's say, for example, you're saying, I am pretty close to the solution, all right? That means you hampir, all right? Then it's voiceless. But the verb, close the door. Close the door. Notice the sound. So this is where English pronunciation, but please don't say it, the East Coast way. Close the door. Oh God, I cannot help myself. Close the door. But yeah, so it's voiceless when you say you're coming close, or I'm close to a solution, or are you close yet? You're coming closer. But yeah, close the door. Close the door. Oh my God, Zati. So likewise, you have the word, this one, all right? So that S over there, is that voiceless or voiced? Okay, Hanan, it is both depending on the meaning. If you say you're coming close, which means hampir, it is voiceless. If you're saying the verb tutup, so close the door. But there are times where it can also be voiceless. So close is a very, very annoying word, all right? It's a very annoying word. But okay, a good question there. Okay, clothing or cloth. All right. So cloth, kain, is the voiceless. Clothing, you don't say clothing. You say clothing. Yeah, Nico, it depends. Clothing is voiced. So when you wear your clothes, it's actually the voiced one, but it's a very hard to pronounce one. When you wear your clothes, it's not exactly the easiest sound to pronounce. But you don't say you wear your cloths. No, it's not cloths, all right? So it's not voiceless over there. So this is where phonetics gets tricky and, kind of a pain for some students, all right? All right, so far, any question about S and Z? Okay, what else? Yeah, so Z is the more confusing one because there are times when it's spelled with an S, but it's actually a Z. For example, yeah, it depends on the meaning. Yeah, one thing you might not realize about the English language, the meaning of the word actually changes the pronunciation in some cases. So, yeah, English is tricky, to be honest. English is not exactly host. So host has two sounds. You have a S and a T together. Okay, that French word there is kind of annoying because it's actually a croissant. Croissant. But that's another sound later on, okay? Right? You almost lost your mom. Why? What happened? Business. Okay, business. Orang Melayu business. But you have some business to do. What do you guys think? before I double check the dictionary. Yeah, business, business. What do you think? This is where you really question your pronunciation. That's why some people, okay, when you're busy, yeah, that's obviously a Z. Alright, Wafa has a good question. Okay, apologize is actually voiced, but both spellings are correct. The difference is that American spelling uses a Z and British spelling uses an S. But in general, American spelling is closer to the actual pronunciation. And if you notice, I tend to use, okay, in class, depending on how you guys interact with me, I might go back and forth between a more Malaysian accent and a slightly Americanized or a watered down American accent. But when I'm online, for some reason, I really totally speak American accent for whatever reason. Maybe because I'm more comfortable at home. But anyway, let me just double check the word apologize. Okay, apologize is Z, very obvious. What's the word just now? Business. Is it business or business? Let me check. Business in a dictionary. IPA. Hold on a sec, guys. But here's the thing. Sometimes we think we're using American, but we're using British. Sometimes we think we're using British, but we're actually using, what you call that? American. Okay, relax is a different sound. That's much later. Okay, chill is later on. That's later on. That's more complex. We're going to go for the simple one, guys. Simple sounds first. So recognize. Okay, I know both are correct, but the spelling is either British or American. So, as I mentioned earlier, Americans prefer the Z. Americans prefer spelling with a Z, and British spells with an S. But the pronunciation is the same. That's why, American spelling is okay. Pressure. Okay, that's the next sound. Okay, let me cover the next one. All right. So you guys can see my cursor, right? Okay, your post-alveolar fricative over here. You have a sh, and you have a j, a sh and a j. All right. So to answer whose question? Symphonia Wizard. Wow, that's a very awesome name, by the way. Excuse me. This is your sh, your pressure. Or for example, are you sure? Or for example, show me the way. Show. This is your zh. So for example, you have like you measure something. Yeah. In case you're wondering if it sounds Russian, okay, Russians cannot pronounce. There's a later sound that I haven't taught yet, but they cannot pronounce ch and j. So they go up to sh and j. I had a Russian Muslim friend back in URA, right? And instead of saying jom cari makan, he'll say jom shari makan. Jom. It's very unique, Yeah, honey, shirt is voiceless. Exposure, zh. That's definitely a zh over there. It's voiced. So yeah, I like the microphone. It really helps me emphasize the frequencies and all that. Okay, what else? So sh and zh. So very awesome looking symbols, all right? Now, those two fancy looking L's over here, we are not covering them in our syllabus, the lateral fricative. The English language and the Malay language do not have these two symbols, and they are very difficult to pronounce, all right? Now, the next one will be your R's over here, all right? Yeah, it looks like a 3. I think it's a sigma, if not mistaken. No, I'm not so sure actually about the name of the symbols. Now, thank you for loving phonetics. Phonetics is cool because, it's kind of practical, But do not write the number 3, because later on, guys, later on, when I teach you vowels, you have a 3 over here and a 3 facing this way. So which one is which? It gets very annoying. Okay, I'm not sure about the JZ symbol. Okay, that's another system. I forgot what they call that system. So try not to type JZ, because you might get confused between the sound systems. We are using APA, not Sampa, not Romaji, not Pinyin, or any other system, alright? Okay, which part is confusing for you, Nico? I'm going to slow down a bit here. If you guys need a break, let me know, and I will actually, show some other stuff, and then we continue phonetics. Because phonetics, one of the difficult part about phonetics is that after a while, it can take a toll on the ears, all right? And you start doubting yourself. So you want to rest and, rest your ears. Okay, everything, thing. So over here. And yeah, it does need a bit of, a reorganization of your thinking. You need to change your approach to learning as well. It's not exactly, I wouldn't say it's that easy, but okay, in 10 minutes, in 10 minutes, I'll do a video game break. So I'll just play some games for a while, and then you can, talk to me while I play games. Yeah. Cool, right? Okay, so sh and zh. Okay, we're not covering these two, so you can cross them out from your table. Okay, there are 3 R's here, but the pronunciation are totally different, right? So your R here, the first normal looking R is your normal R, alright? For example, you go on the Rapid KL bus, you rotate things and stuff like that, alright? Starbucks flags everywhere, what do you mean? Where are you now? And then this is not an R. Okay, the one I'm highlighting here is not an R. It looks like an R, it's not an R. Okay, what sound is this? Okay, this sound over here belongs to American English for this particular sound. Okay, better. It sounds like a D, but it's not a D. It's in between a T and a D. When you say, you want your butter, and you're feeling better right now, all right? And you want to better, butter, water. It's not water. It's not water. The Malay tongue is, you want some water. That's very Malaysian, all right? Americans will say water or butter, or to a lesser extent, mountain. They don't pronounce the T. They do something called an alveolar tap or an alveolar flap. So what's happening here? Or stutter. No, not the R. Honey, we're not talking about the R yet. We're talking about the T. The American R is this one. And you have to be careful, because this R only happens at the end of a syllable. So you don't say, let's say you want to say rapid. It's this R. Okay, re. The thick R is this one. For example, R or otter, This is the but the otter, potato. Okay, so potato is very interesting. It has a T, pote, and then potato, stutter, shudder. Yeah, Fatin has a very good explanation of that. The reverse R is your, some books call it the wet R. Yeah, Kim K, because she's American, right? So what do you expect? So yeah, the 3 R's might be significantly... Kim Kardashian. Come on. Even I know her. Like, living with the Kardashians. Now, British people don't have this one. So they say butter. They have a very thick T. They like butter, and they like to have a glass of water. No, they don't pronounce the R. So glass of water. Or keeping up. Sorry, I'm not into, Channel E and all that. All right. Now, here's the thing. British people do not pronounce R at the end of words at all. So, British butter cookie. So, butter. All right. Can you explain the last R? If you're American or, anything that from that region, the R at the end of words is this R because it's very thick. For example, you meet your father, your mother, or even if we say or, it's a very thick R. British people do not pronounce R at the end of words. So they say, I want some butter with my bread. Or for example, for example. Okay, glottal T is for the lower class accents. So if you go for a higher class or a posh British accent, they do pronounce the T. That's how to know whether you're British Kampong or British Bandar. Tau. So British Bandar, they have a thick T but no R at all. Yeah, British tend to have a silent R almost everywhere. So they have a cup of water. But they don't say the R at all. But the Kampong British, they say water is something else. That's even lower class. That's like low. All right. So for example, in Manchester, they say water. All right. You guys are going even lower down the accent scale, actually. So that's the thing about British English. British English is okay. Let me see. The R at the end of the word. If there's an R at the end of the word, it's American. Definitely American. So, yeah. And of course, I'm giving you guys the freedom to explore the more interesting stuff for your presentations. Australian is something else. That's a very unique world. They have a completely different set of sounds, actually. Yeah, Manchester. Oh, by the way, it's pronounced Manchester. You stress the man. All right. And yeah, Neko, it really does depend on the accent and dialect. So the two standards are American and British. But Australians or Australians... Okay, I can't do Australian. My buddy from Australia, he's an Australian guy. He's not online right now, but he has the best pronunciation. Obviously, he's an Aussie, right? But yeah. So there you go. Any questions, guys? Or you want to take a short break? New Zealand is more interesting in my opinion, actually. The NZ accent. New Zealand, if you guys have ever watched Thor Ragnarok, because the director Taika Waititi, he's actually a New Zealander, a Maori to be exact, the Kiwi accent. Listen to the character Korg. He's also in Endgame. You know, the guy who played what's the game? Not Overwatch. He was playing what's that multiplayer game he was playing when Hulk crashed? When Hulk crashed, whose house was that? Hulk crashed Thor's house. He was playing. Yeah, but Korg is using an NZ accent. Fortnite. Thank you, Arik. You noticed that part. That was kind of a hilarious part in the whole movie. And it's nice to actually have a New Zealander in, the Marvel universe. It's like, whoa, that's interesting. Korg and Meek. Yeah, I remember. That's good. Okay, should I continue or should we take a short break? Or, the Iklan Penaja part. But yeah, when doing this chapter, the ears kind of need a break. Up to you. Okay, what do you guys want? I had someone demanding for a break just now in 10 minutes. Where is he or she? I can't find that. Okay, yeah, you can eat. Okay, break. But I'll still be online. So while I'm online, I can entertain questions. So please ask me questions while I, have this short break. Okay, so let's see. Now is 11:29. So I'll still be online, and maybe I'll play a game for a while You know, you can watch me play a video game while I actually... Yeah, so I think the screen is black now. And while I'm playing a video game, you can chat with me about the game, or you can actually, you know, you can actually ask about the class. I don't mind. But this is break time, okay? So I'll write here break time. No, I won't write it, okay? Break time 10 minutes. Resume at 11:40. I'll be playing games for a while. Feel free to ask me questions. Yeah, I like playing video games. A bit of a shameless self-promotion here. I actually stream on Twitch. And Twitch is a very nice platform for, you know, for streaming. And I like playing very difficult video games. You know? Like, this game is ridiculously difficult. I don't know how I play it, to be honest. Alright. And I can talk while, you know, playing the game. Why did I die there? That's hard. This is a ROM hack, so there's a community of people who modify video games and they make the game harder. Oh, your brother has Twitch? Seriously? Cool, cool. What's his Twitch handle? I want to follow him. This game is hard. This is a very hard version of Mario, actually. So expect me to die a lot while I remember how to finish this level. And you can see that the level design is... Oh, why did I jump up? The level is so sadistic. Okay, Mario is not coming out in the test. Don't worry. I hope the audio is audible. Ah! Crap. Sorry about that, guys. Games like this, they're not easy. Oh, he's on Steam. Alright, alright. Cool. But this version of Mario is really hard. I'm learning to play this. Why did I jump over that piranha plant? Why? Yeah, you can ask questions about phonetics while I play games, by the way. No, I'm not gonna swear like PewDiePie at all. I won't swear like him. Ah, that placement of the block. So don't expect to hear me swearing. No, you can talk to me while playing games. In fact, that's what I do on Twitch. I actually... You know, I pride myself for being able to talk while playing these difficult games. It's normal. This is a very difficult one. It's very normal for me to die many times. This is how I learn to be patient. There is someone who can do this game in 0 deaths. Alright, go through that pipe. Jump at the jump at the edge, you... Ah. I need to practice this game. I'm actually practicing to speedrun this game. That's why I'm doing my free time in the office. Oh, whatever. Inalillah mati lagi. Not easy. This version of Mario is made by my Australian buddy slash whatever. I don't know. We're not exactly close friends or anything, but yeah, a very cool Australian streamer made this hack. Hey, hey! I might switch hacks if this is too difficult. Okay, jump there. I have to memorize the... Why did I bump there? PUBG? Nah. It'll take a lot of convincing for me to play PUBG. Okay, jump there. Edge of the pipe. Jump up there. No! That part is so tight. Like, ridiculously tight. PUBG is fun. I guess it's fun because you know you get to play people around the world. Okay, I'll change levels. I already beat this level. I haven't beat the next level, which is way harder. Scorched Earth. This level is just so hard. How many gamers do we have among you guys? No. Horror game. Hold on. Oh, okay. Hey, that's so slow. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. Diam. What I mean diam. Stuck between the bricks. Yeah, this level is. Hey! What the heck? RTS. Oh yeah, RTS games are cool. Hey! Hey! I can do that. I can do that usually. What the heck? Why is my hand slower? Blame the hands. Okay, this part is already smooth. Okay. There. 2, 3. Okay, this part is... It's fun. I learned to control my anger by playing these kind of games. Look, Mario never gives up, so why do we have to give up, right? Oh! Oh my god, Cat Mario is annoying. I don't do rage quits. Alright. Hey! No, not jump there. Jump there. Hey, hey! Nah, I won't rage quit. If I quit, it's because I want to focus on the class. Alright, so... Jump there. Jump there. Jump there. Okay, I think this... Ah! Stop dying. Yeah, here's the thing, you know. Death is not determined by us, but it's determined by him. Okay, I know, task it off the day. Whatever, Nazrik. Panic attack? Seriously? Oh, whoa. Okay, this hack is difficult. You need to drink. Why? Yeah, I have a lot of... I like to play classic games in general, alright? You really lost your mom? Oh my god. You know, the other day, I think it was yesterday, I went to a shopping mall and there was this kid who was lost and that was really scary, so we tried to like bring her to we tried to like bring her to the concierge to find her parents, but fortunately we found her parents. Alright, what? Let's play an easier game. Let's see, our break time is another... We have another 3 minutes for the break. Cool. No, this is a game I'm more confident in. Mega Man X is my bread and butter. Yeah, I'm turning this into game stream. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with gaming. I think more lecturers need to have a life. Oops. Ouch. Where's Mario? He's dead. I'd rather be Mega Man now. Okay. I will do Mario tonight probably on Twitch. Hey, Horror game. I don't know, guys. I'm not really into the horror genre that much. Oh, you love watching... Why? Why Mega Man in particular? What was that? Snail mail? Haven't heard of that, actually. Whoa, crap! Jump scares are fun, of course. They are definitely fun. But it's more fun watching people, you know, going through the jump scare than me being jump scared. Hey, go there. I don't know, play it. Hey, crazy car. It's a killing game. Yeah, oh, I love the Mega Man X series. I think I really like X4 the most, actually. X4 and X1. X7 is just horrible. Don't kill me, don't kill me. Ah, whatever. Okay, anyway, back to class. Alright. Enough of the commercial break. So you want to watch more? Catch my Twitch channel tonight. Haha, shameless self-promotion. Yandere Simulator? Oh my god. Oh my god. I was playing, what's that dating sim? I do play dating sims once in a while, but it gets cheesy. Alright. So, back to the class. So again, you have t, d, n. This is your normal R. For example, like rapid or rock. And then this is not an R. This is actually for the T, but for American English. We're not learning these two. This is your wet R, which only exists in American English. And then next we have the L, the L sound, right? By the way, the name of the symbols. Alright, let's see. So you have your plosive over here. We already covered plosive before. We have your nasal. Okay, trill is because, you know, the tongue is kind of like vibrating. Whatever it is. Tap because the tongue is just, you know, touch and go, touch and go, touch and go, touch and go. And then approximant. Oh, Sims. I haven't played Sims in ages. Alright, so approximant, when you say R, the American way, R. Alright. If this were to be my mouth, wait, let me get a camera right here, okay? And then the tongue, it just goes very close. It's approximating the location, but it's not touching anything. It's close to the alveolar, but it's not touching it. So R, 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 R. You don't lick the alveolar part. You're actually just approximating the alveolar part of your mouth, all right? Lateral approximant means you're close and then you're moving sideways. So you say L, 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 L. When you hold the L for a long time, at first you feel like you are touching something with your tongue, sorry. But it's actually really close but not exactly touching. Because you say L, L, and L. There's a different sensation actually, alright? So that's the lateral approximant. Okay, we've covered a lot of the basic sounds so far. Now, this is one thing I want everybody to take note of. Okay, guys, Retroflex is not in our syllabus at all. Okay, what are the Retroflex sounds? Okay, I'm not being racist here. I do not want to say any race is better or worse than others. I would say that this set of sounds are unique because they belong only to certain languages. The majority of these sounds belong to, I would call, the Indian family of languages. For example, like Tamil or Malayalam or Telugu or to a certain extent Urdu as well. I would say they're very interesting because these sounds do not exactly involve a particular part in the mouth. How they are produced, on the other hand, is like this. The tongue is normally like this, right? Imagine the tongue going backwards, curling, and then releasing. Alright? So the whole tongue is curling backwards and is doing that retroflex action, which is why they say roti. When you want to say roti, you have roti, 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 and roti. Alright, so the tongue goes all the way back and it flaps out. So these are all, I would say your South Asian flavored sounds. That's a nice way to put it, actually, right? We are not covering this in our syllabus, which means when you guys write the symbols in the exam, I know some of you might have, very stylish handwriting. Do not include that tail there with the curl just because you want to be stylish. It does not work in phonetics. In phonetics, the moment you have all these additional style to the words, or the letters or the symbols, it's something else. So be very careful with how you write. Don't be too stylish with your handwriting when doing phonetics. All right. So far, are we clear? Okay, I hope you guys are clear. Any questions, I'll entertain you. Okay, palatal sounds. So the palate, the palatal sounds are produced at the palate. Now you have two palates. You have the soft palate and you have the hard palate, okay? Now, basically in Malay, the palate is your lelangit. By the way, palate, yeah? Don't pronounce it without the E in Malay. That's not a nice word, alright? Now, we are not covering palatal stop. We are not covering palatal nasal. We are not covering palatal fricative as well. For our syllabus, we are only covering the palatal. Hybrid Neko, yes, you have to write in symbols. So, for example, let's say I type the word here, close, alright? You have to write this entirely in symbol form. Entirely. Which is why I'll give a lot of exercises starting next week. And we'll see how you guys write in phonetics. Or to be precise, you're writing in IPA. So the quiz in week 10 will come in two parts. The first part, I'll give you IPA symbols and you have to guess what's the word. And then you have to, you're given words and you have to write the words in IPA. And yes, a dictionary, especially a dictionary with proper IPA, is super helpful. If you do have a dictionary with IPA symbols, do bring them, or you can just load it in your phone. Astaga, baru ingat Tuhan. Yeah, it's a little bit of a, I would say, kind of a tough one to a certain extent. Wait, hold on, what's this? Dengan penuh rasa syukur, kami menjemput ke jamuan. Oh, jamuan kesyukuran. I got an invitation to a jamuan kesyukuran. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. All right. Where are we just now? Flip the table. Yeah, this is the part of the chapter that some people either love or hate. Some people love it because, yay, no theory to remember. But of course, what do you call this? Of course, it's not exactly, it depends. Some people are better at phonetics than others. It's like mathematics. Once you get math, you get it, alright? Okay, anyway, Hybrid Neko is going crazy now, I guess. Alright, where are we? So this one, okay, it looks like a J, but it's not a J. This is where it gets really confusing, right? This symbol, which is your voiced palatal approximant, this is actually your Y. Y. This is your Y sound. For example, like yes or yo-yo. It's not a J. I'll write the words. Words like this, or words like yep, or what else? What else has a Y sound in it? Or yay. The beginning sound. Bane of existence. Yeah. Or what else? Or for example, mayor. So this is where it gets confusing. Don't write. Yeah, that's how it is basically. All right. Yield. Yeah, you're doing good there. Yow. All right, let's go to the easy one. Okay, velar. Okay, where is your velars? Where are your velar sounds produced? Okay, hold on. Okay. Yeet. What do you mean yeet? Okay, let's say this is this is the inside. Hold on, camera's here. Sorry. This is the inside of your mouth, and this is your tongue. Right? Oh God, my hands are so ridiculous. So palatal sounds are produced when the tongue goes up like this. Velar sound is slightly to the back. All right. So you have your k, your voiceless sound, the voiceless velar plosive, your k, and your g. Your k and your g. Aisha, I'm not sure if it's German or Spanish. Actually, I'm not actually good in European languages. I wish I was, but no, I'm not. All right. So I have to double check for you. Yeah, Norwegian perhaps, maybe. A jalapeno. Jalapeno is Spanish. Ha. So yeah, Spanish is a bit we're not in Alveolar, we're in velar. So yeah, guys, if you go to Subway, don't say you want jalapeno pepper. I will slap your face. Being a phonetics student of phonetics, it's jalapeno. All right, and that one sauce, it's pronounced chipotle, which a lot of people pronounce wrongly. I feel like these people. No, jojoba is jojoba. All right. Is jojoba Spanish? Oh, holy crap! Let me check. Is it jojoba? I'm not sure. Yeah, Jose. Yes, Jose is definitely chipotle. Chipotle sauce in Subway. Guacamole. No, guacamole doesn't have any fancy pronunciations. Jojoba is a J. It's a normal J sound. Wait, it's jojoba. Holy crap! Thank you, Zati. Thank you, Aisha. Okay, Elena. This is this stream. Once it's over, it's automatically on YouTube. All right, so I don't have to re-upload. It will automatically be on YouTube, so you don't have to worry at all. All right. Thank you for enlightening me. I have no idea about jojoba because I don't use any jojoba products. Oh my God, Aisha, don't give me all those European names. European names are difficult to pronounce. Alright, where are we just now? Sorry. Alright. What's jojoba? Okay, let me Google that for you. It's a kind of plant, and it's used for medicinal purposes. Yeah, it's a kind of plant. It looks something. Let me just hold on a sec. Yeah, it's a plant that looks like that. It's native to southwestern North America. And normally it's used in beauty products and all that. It's jojoba. All right. Thank you so much. That's the thing I like about, learning from students. Students also teach me stuff. I learned stuff from students over the years. All right, where are we just now? Okay, so you have your k and your g. All right. Now, the annoying thing about g is that sometimes it's in places you don't realize. For example, when you say your for example, listen to the pronunciation. For example, there's a g there, right? In case you haven't noticed it. For example. Do you guys hear that? For example. You're going for the exam. Yep, so it's a G there. Not the nasal part. I'm slightly nasal because of my flu. Alright? Yeah, no, I'm not saying example. For example. Not example. Not contoh telur. So yeah, the X, the letter X can sometimes have a K inside it, sometimes have a G in it. So when you transcribe later on in class, I'll teach you guys how to do clusters. All right. You do not transcribe the X as an X. This is not an X, by the way. This is a H. So be careful. It's not what you think it is. So for example, okay, G. Okay, this one, the nose pula, exist. All right, so exist has a G as well. So you have to be very careful with pronunciations. All right. You'll only notice this when you're really doing phonetics. Okay, this one here, the N with the nose here, the elephant trunk, whatever you want to call it. This is your ng, ng. All right. So where do you find the ng sound? Words like bank, you have the ng there. All right. Or you're leaving someone hanging, or nge. Oh, by the way, trivia. BM is one of the few languages in the world that have words beginning with ng. Yeah, bank. You're actually using. Okay, let me do this for you guys. Sorry, my flu is getting worse right now. I'll type with my IPA keyboard. So give me a while to copy the symbols. Where is the AE? There you are. Explain. Okay, I'll type both words for you. Yeah? Hold on, yeah. So bank. Okay, guys, I'm gonna type bank for you guys. Yeah, tongue is obviously that. Okay, this is bank. How it's transcribed. Yeah, you guys have to write like this. Alhamdulillah, you found your mom. Yeah. So bank, you have the ng before the k. All right, gangster. Gangster would be. Hold on a sec. Let me type that out for you. Likewise, slang as well. Okay, gangster is stir. So shua. Gangster, shua. If you're doing American English, then gangster will have a thick R. So thick R would be this sound, and I will copy it here. Okay, hold on a sec, and there you go. This is gangster for you guys. Slang would be. I'll type it for you. So yeah, the reason I'm also typing this in chat is so that you guys, are familiar with how to write things. That's slang. Yeah, now you remember God. Length. Length would be. Hold on a sec. Length would be. It's okay. I don't mind if you're a bit late as long as you're here. I'm not shaitan. I'm human. Ha ha ha. Lame. Length would be. Okay, length is a bit of a pain to type. So yeah, you guys are gonna be writing like this in the quiz, not in the midterm. Midterm, you have to draw or label something. The length looks like this. I'll type it out for you guys. Yeah, that's length. Kepanjangan. So for those of you wondering online what I'm talking about, if you look at the chat bar, you can see me typing stuff. That's length for you. What other words just now? Example. How to type example? Example in American English and British English have different pronunciations. Example. Yes. Oh my God. Right now you realize this is why for some of your seniors, this is one of the hardest chapters. But for some people like me and a few others, we love this. Example. Let me double check my dictionary just to be sure. But trust me, this is actually a very fun chapter. Okay, I know you probably don't trust me by now. But yeah, it's really fun. Example show IPA. Example schwa. My schwa symbol. Where's schwa symbol? Hold on a sec. For example, I'm actually typing this out for you guys. Example. Yeah, this is example. Okay, what Sila type is not IPA. 100%. It's not the what Asila type is not the accurate IPA, believe it or not. Yes, you have to put the slash. Why? I will tell you. I will tell you later in class. What am I doing? I'm typing stuff for you guys in chat. So yeah, if you have any seniors who have taken this part, 49 what? 49 symbols? I know, right? Now you're like, oh my god, you have to learn everything. And not everything. You notice I'm skipping some symbols? Yeah, skip them, okay? So yeah, I'm typing some. Okay, somebody asked about the word. Wait, there's one more word on the cover before moving on. The word, not activity. Example, ngantuk, language, gangster, length. There's one word I wanted to transcribe for you guys. Big Bang, example, ni, activity, exist. Oh, exist is a tough one. Exist is, hold on, let me double check. I have a specialized dictionary for this actually. Exist in IPA will be very annoying for you guys. Okay, vowels later on, alright? But is the upside down E called the schwa. So exist. Listen to my pronunciation. No, it's not exist tau. Orang Melayu they exist. But it's actually exist. Can you hear that? Exist. This is exist. I just typed exist. And to Ainul, the name of the symbol, the upside down E is Shua. Where's Shua? Where the heck are you, Shua? Okay, what do you mean by clearer version, Elena? But be careful, okay, Fatin. The I that looks like an I is not an I. The one I typed, I, is not pronounced like an I. It's ig, It's not an it's an but not an e. Notice there's and So that's the chapter on vowels. That's later on. That one gets more confusing. So it's exist. Listen to my pronunciation, yeah, for exist. Exist. Not it, yeah. It's ig. Exist. 8, the number 8 is a different vowel. 8. There's it, and there's 8, and there's it. So exist. Don't write even E, by the way. Yeah, but that's the thing. So this is a chapter that, certain sounds you'd be like, wait, how am I pronouncing it again? How do you pronounce it again? It can blow your mind, seriously, alright? It's really, I would say, hardcore, maybe. So this chapter can be heavy for some people, which is why I tend to go... okay, Elena. What you can do is, on the group, I've already sent the picture for you. I already sent a clear one for you on, what you call this? On the WhatsApp group. So don't worry about it. I will not leave you guys in the dark, because I know that this chapter, you really need, what's the word? Yeah, it's gonna be confusing. By the way, it's not confusing, it's confusing. So you will realize that all this while, perhaps we have been using the wrong pronunciation. So this is where it becomes both fun and intense, alright? Because doubting yourself is not fun. And then, trying to readapt your pronunciation. That's why I'm doing consonants first. Vowels will blow your mind, alright? Anyway, I can continue, right? Okay. So we're not covering retroflex. Palatal, only have your y sound. Okay, so velar, you have your k, g, and ng. Alright? We are not covering these sounds down here. This is not an X. It's not an X. This is your ka. All right, and this is your rain over here. We are not covering these sounds at all. All right, we are not covering this fancy looking sound, and this is not an L. So don't write your L in capitals because it's a different symbol altogether. All right, and then we are not covering uvular sounds because you do not come from Egypt, you do not come from Uganda, you do not come from, okay, Wakanda doesn't exist, of course. Yeah, you don't use that. Okay, if you open your mouth, there's that thing hanging over there, right? We barely have any sounds using that thing at the back, unless you have your Arabic all right. In some languages, they have a vibrating version of that. Your not a rain, but it's thicker than a g. It's your We do not have that in English or BM, so forget about uvular sounds. All right. Now pharyngeal sounds using the throat. Okay, we don't have that either, right? So ignore uvular, ignore pharyngeal. Let's go to the glottal sound. Now, what is the glottal sound? The glottal sound comes from a place called the glottis. Now, where is the glottis? Remember I showed you the larynx? Okay, what's inside the larynx, guys? Inside the larynx is the so-called voice box. We have the vocal folds, right? Now, the vocal folds are those two thin pieces of flesh, remember? Yeah, it definitely looks like an Egyptian symbol. You are definitely right, Nico. Alright, where was I? Okay, glottal sounds, right? So the space in between those two pieces of those two pieces of vocal folds is what you call the glottis. In other words, the ruang udara in your throat is your glottis. Not Gothic, yeah? So this symbol over here is your voiceless glottal plosive, and the sound is your So what is in Arabic? That's your hamzah mati. All right, and in Malay we use the a lot. For example, orang tu peka, peka. Oh, Neko, you're so nice to use your data for this. Oh, by the way, British is data, and then American is data. That's vowel. Vowel gets more confusing, right? So again, okay, guys, this is your sound. In Malay, you have peka, kakak, letak. That's why Americans and British people say letak or pekak, because they don't have the sound. All right. In English, the only time you hear are in two instances. Number one, data, itu Melayu tu. Alright. Badak ataupun a lot of words. Silat cekak. Alright. Anyway, back to the glottal sound. In normal English, you have uh-oh, or in Manchester accent, when you want to have a cup of water, that's the glottal stop. Alright? Beda. Okay, very good. Next is your This is your voiceless glottal fricative. So it's coming right from your larynx. So for our language, we only have the voiceless version. I have no idea how to make it voiced. That's crazy, but there are languages with a voiced glottal stop, but we only cover the voiceless glottal stop. So those are the normal consonants. So how many? We have p, b, m, f, v, th, th, s, z, sh, j. Wait, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 basic consonants. Any questions, guys, before we go to the advanced consonants? Oh yeah, there are advanced consonants, believe it or not. Any questions? Okay, otherwise let's go to the other symbols, all right? So for you guys, I'm going to copy this one to, oh crap. Okay, the W, the W. Okay, the reason the W is not on the list is because the W is a co-articulated sound, meaning to say it's using two parts of the mouth. It's using the labia, the lip, and it's using the velar. So W, 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 W. Using the mouth and the tongue goes backwards. Alright, and it's not touching anything, so it's an approximant. So W is considered an other sound because it's combining two separate places of articulation. So W, alright. Let's see, Rivka. How does the voiceless glottal fricative sound again? Ha, ha, ha. That's the sound. Okay, so far 25, right? Now, number 26 and number 27 are not on the, what you call this? Are not on the table. So I'm going to type this in chat. Yeah, your ha bullet. Very good, Fatin. Ha, ha. Ha is this one over here. This is your ha. Ha pedas is over here. Your ha is over here. So Arabic, you have an additional symbol over here, which is crazy. Alright? But I want to type something for you guys. The two symbols which are not on the table at all. The first one is, it looks like this. I'm going to type it in chat right now. And the second one, it looks like this. So you notice I typed two new symbols in chat. It's a combination symbol, which is why it's not on the table. So the first one, okay, I'll type the name as well for you guys, yeah, just to make it easy. Is your, yeah, I know this is gonna give you a headache. This is a very intense voiceless palatal affricate. All right, so it's called a voiceless palatal affricate. Affricate is a separate category of sound which is not on the table, whereas the other one is your j. So one is ch, one is j. Ch and j, not on the table, yeah? Voiced palatal affricate. E.g. judge, or jump, or yeah, junk. All right, so for CFS level, those are your 27 consonants. Any questions? Whew. I covered all 27, guys. Wow, that's intense. Okay, I need a break for a while as well. My throat is getting dry, especially when I'm fasting today and I'm having a sore throat, so it's not the best combination ever. And yeah, when you do your masters, you're gonna learn all of these crazy symbols. Okay, take a while to process. And by the way, for those who are watching live right now, this video will automatically be available on YouTube right after I'm done the stream. So on the bright side, you can rewatch this and replay. You can even save this to your phone. I don't mind. All right. I want to bring this microphone to class, but there's nowhere to plug it in. So you'll see. This microphone does help because it really emphasizes all my frequencies very well. All right. And then when you go to, for degree, you have all these other crazier symbols. Yeah, it gets crazier. Yeah, Nazira, this is the part where some people doubt themselves. Like, why am I taking Ben? And then people ask you, oh, belajar grammar je, kenapa menangis? So show them this, and they'll be like, "Oh crap, they're learning an alien language." And mind you, guys, I just covered the basic consonants. Later on, I have to teach vowels, the basic vowels. I'm not covering all the vowels. I'm only going to cover, like, I think. Okay, vowels, there are 3 categories. There are monophthongs. Okay, I'll cover it. I'll write them there. Okay, vowels, you're going to have. And NCOM. Yeah, NCOM and BEN, this is where you guys are going to swear a lot. Monophthongs. Diphthongs. And triphthongs. All right. Yeah. So this is what you have for the next part, vowels. You have 3 categories, all right? NCOM also has to learn this for the record. But of course, Ben goes way deeper into things. So yeah, if people, what are they? I'm going to cover them one by one. Don't worry. I will not leave you in the dark. So these are monophthongs. Allah bagus. I feel good. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so for basic monophthongs, you are probably gonna cover, let's see, basic, you have this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you have 14 monophthongs. I think you have around 10 diphthongs and 3 triphthongs. Hybrid Neko is going crazy now. So let's see. Another 27 sounds. So 27 plus 27 will be 54. So you have a total of 54 symbols to learn. Ya Tuhan. Finally. Yeah, that's why I go slow with this chapter. The slowest I've gone with this chapter is 5 weeks. Bella, so what do your friends say? Is it difficult or easy or... And yeah, this is one of the few chapters where doing it online really makes sense. Alright, this is one of the few chapters I don't mind teaching online because you need to replay the sound and you need to hear things. It's actually more convenient, alright? So yeah, that's why I was like, hey, this is the time when I'm not in URA, and then, hey, I can do this online as well. Oh, by the way, this counts as replacement, alright? Alright, so affricate. Okay, what's an affricate? An affricate is actually a combination of a plosive and a fricative. That's why I get, yeah, Zati, I agree with you. That's why I really get upset. Oh, you ambil apa? English Oh, belajar grammar Oh, thank you, I know. But here's the thing. I don't always post about, linguistics. I do a lot of other videos as well. So I'm not sure if that's your cup of tea, but thank you for the subscribe. Hope you enjoy the content. Yeah, shameless self-promotion going on. So yeah, any other questions, guys, before I move on to vowels? I want to try to finish all the symbols today so that you have time to watch back this video. And then when we start class, when I come back, we can go straight to exercises. Alright? Subscribe. Oh, thanks for the subscribe. Well, if this was Twitch, I could have given some swag emotes, but it's not Twitch, unfortunately. So guys, do you want a short break, Q&A session, or do you want to continue vowels? Do you want me to continue vowels online or not? Because I'm free for the day, actually. Flipping another table. Oh my god. You guys love to flip your tables. And it's nice to see, everybody active online. This is one of the few chapters where you really need to, I would say, participate and help each other. Seriously, it really helps. I really want to help you guys. Flip a chair. Oh my god. Hey, where did I put my chart? Holy. Kupas bawang. La ilaha illallah. Macam-macam korang ni. Flip ITL book. Oh my god. You want to flip the ITL book. Craziness. Okay, guys. I need to go to the washroom for a while. I have to off my microphone because this is one time I went to the washroom. I didn't off my microphone. I didn't realize how sensitive this microphone is. So it's kind of embarrassing. So toilet break for just 2 minutes. I'll be back. Yeah. And keep the questions coming. I will answer your question. Test, test, test. Okay, I'm back. Testing, testing. Let's see. What happened? Message retracted? What happened? Somebody said something, but... Oh, it's okay, it's okay. For those of you who ran out of data, you know, you guys have friends, right? So share your internet with your friends, or, you know, share the link, download this video. I don't mind, okay? Let's see, Kepchi, huh? Book flip challenge, oh my god, seriously? Guys, is this chapter difficult for you guys? I would say it is challenging though. Oh, you're cooking, Wafa. What are you cooking today? Maklona duduk gambang. Oh my god. Hangry? Oh, you're angry and hungry at the same time, huh? Not KFC. Alright, I'm back. Well, thanks for waiting, guys. Alright. So, do I continue or do I entertain questions? Or, yeah, what do you guys want me to do? Just let me know what you guys want, and I'll try my best to accommodate. I'm definitely ready here for you guys. Wait. Okay, that's a DVI port. Okay, any questions, guys, before I continue to vowels? Yeah, I think let's make this a straight 3-hour lecture. And then you guys can rewatch this when you're free and all that. Oh, by the way, I got this very weird... Okay, hold on a sec, wait. Oh, okay, that's an adapter, that's cheap. Okay, that's easy. Alright, so let's continue vowels. Okay, now vowels, in case you haven't noticed yet, but I kind of gave a preview earlier, that vowels can be trickier than consonants, because a lot of times we think we are pronouncing the word correctly, but actually we are not. So this is where a lot of people need to be careful. It's easy to make very, I would say, silly mistakes with your vowels, alright? For example, I was saying the word exist, alright? Exist. It's not exist. Exist is another sound altogether. Can you hear the difference? Exist and exist. Exist and exist. Exist and exist. So the proper pronunciation is exist. So this one, I think it's really good to do it online because you can hear the difference with your earphones, which is actually more beneficial. I think I should record this. I should, you know, maybe give you guys recordings to actually make this chapter easier. Yeah, the E and the I are actually the same sound for the word exist. It's the same sound, which makes it even more annoying. Like, wait, what? It's the same? But yeah, that's how it works. So it can get very tricky actually. Tricky, not tricky. Tricky orang Melayu eh. So there's tricky and tricky. Okay, this is where it gets really confusing. So I'm gonna go very, 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 very slow. Alright. So first of all, hold on a sec. Where do I start? Alright. You notice that there are symbols on the left. Wait, where's my cursor? Okay, you notice there are some symbols on the left and some symbols on the right. Do you guys notice that? Okay, why? Symbols on the left. Okay, testing. Okay, my internet just went down for a while. No, it's not finished. I'm here. Okay, guys. Am I online again? Are you guys surprised? Sorry about that, right? Alhamdulillah kan. Yeah, it happens once in a while, you know, Malaysian internet. It's my internet now. Alright, so to repeat what I'm saying, okay, sounds on the left are what we call unrounded vowels. Alright, the left of the dot here, this is where it gets very annoying. So if there's a pair of vowels, left is unrounded, the right is rounded vowel. Okay, let me type that out first. Only if there's a pair, okay? So this is where it gets really interesting, okay? So it's just like consonants. On the left for consonants will be your voiceless consonant, and right is voiced, right? So the same applies for vowels. Okay, what is meant by unrounded and rounded? Now, unrounded and rounded refers to a phenomenon called your lip rounding. Okay, what's lip rounding? There are some sounds you're doing the duck face. So rounded equals duck face. What the heck, sir? I'm teaching round face now. Duck face now. Okay, so we are not covering all. We're only covering some. You can see my cursor, right? We're only covering some of them, okay? And we're going to do them in pairs. Still offline? Seriously? Holy crap, let me check. Okay, on my internet, I am live. Alright, I'll repeat again, yeah? I'll repeat again. Okay, look at the symbols, guys. Now, symbols on the left are your unrounded vowels. Symbols on the right, if there's a pair, they'll be your rounded vowels. So far, I hope everyone is clear of that, right? Now, that only happens when it appears in pairs, okay? Otherwise, everything is unrounded. So if it appears solo like this, okay, but there are some cases where solo is rounded. So I'll let you know, yeah? Okay, we're going to cover them bit by bit. So first, let's cover this particular I. So now you can see my chat as well, right? So I'm going to type some stuff at the same time while I'm doing this. Versus this I. So you notice there's the I with the dot and the Roman looking I. So these two, okay, the one with the dot is called your long vowel, okay. Long vowels exist at the edge of the table. Alright, by the way, how are they arranged? Left side is here, and then it goes inside. So this is actually like the shape of your mouth, actually, right? So the long vowel is the I with the dot, and your short vowel is the one without the dot. So be very careful with how you write this out in the quiz later on. Okay. So the differences are like this, okay? You have words like sheep and you have ship. Alright? So sheep, you know how to spell that, right? Let me find the IPA chart here. Holy crap. Let me see. Wow. Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. IPA 2018. Just give me a second, yeah. Let me just type this in. It's a bit tough to type on this computer. Okay. Poll. Don't do the poll yet. We're doing E first, yeah. Guys, don't jump to ot or ul yet, yeah. let's do the sheep and ship first, okay? I know you guys are excited about this one, which is good. So you have sheep, which I'm typing right now. Okay, hybrid Neko, do not shorten the harakat of that word. And then you have ship. I will not allow swear words on this channel. Thank you. And then you have ship. Wait. Oh, the heck. This is very hard to copy and paste and type things properly here. Right, and then you have this one over here. So guys, do you notice the differences? So the eye of the dot is the one in the longer harakat. Sheep. And then you have ship. Sheep and ship. Sheep and ship. Can you hear the differences? There's sheep and there's ship. Sheep and ship. You can hear the difference, right? Anybody who's in the dark here, I want to make sure you can hear all the differences. By the way, how to name the vowels? Yeah, so you have your unrounded front close vowel. Now you have a different naming convention here. So you go by the rounding first, whether it's unrounded or rounded. And then, the position and the position here. It's okay, honey. You can watch this later on when you're back at home. No worries at all, yeah? Hold on a sec. Where were we? RIP, oh my god. Okay, where are we just now? Okay, so I hope you notice the difference between this eye and this eye. Okay, so far, are we clear? Any questions about the two different eyes? Likewise, okay, we have keep. Okay, guys, which eye is it for keep? Is it this eye or the other eye? Or likewise, sir. Okay, sir is not this one. Sir is another sound altogether. All right, but keep is this one. Okay, leave. So you take your leave, right? So leave is this one. Live, as in, you live for something, is this one. Notice that? So you leave. So honey is taking leave. And then live is the short I. Yes. So now this is it's getting a bit, like, what? Some people have trouble pronouncing this. So that's why I recommend you really hear the differences. Yeah. All right. Next, you have these three. Okay, I'll cover these three in one shot. So you have this one versus this one versus this one. Three symbols over here. Now, the three of these symbols. I typed it wrongly. Holy crap. Let me delete that first. Thank God I can remove messages in YouTube chat. YouTube is awesome. All right. So you see, I'm comparing these three symbols. Okay, these three symbols are what Malaysians often confuse. And why do Malaysians get confused? Because BM doesn't really distinguish between these three. So Malaysians tend to interchange these sounds without realizing they are different. Okay, so let's cover the more common one between the ein over here, or 3, or however you want to see it, versus the AE symbol. Alright, so the ein over here, let me type that out for you guys. Yada yada yada. This is I would say that this is definitely one of the most technical chapters, but trust me, it's a lot of fun. Of course, after a while, people don't trust me, but never mind about that. Okay. So there's bet versus bat. This is what I did in class, if you notice. So the ein one is the one that you find in words like bet or net. Yes, that one. The AE symbol is your a. So there's and there's a. Okay, fatin, nope, that's not the okay, bat and bad. The difference is in the consonants. So for example, what you typed just now would look like this. Let me type that out again. So what Fatin just mentioned just now is yeah, that's what you're mentioning. You're not mentioning the vowel differences, but there's actually difference in the consonants, bat and bad. Now that's where it gets very confusing, because there's also bed and bad. Or for example, that bed is very bad. Katil tu sangat teruk. So a bed bad, a bed bad, no, a bad bed. Okay, this is where it gets more confusing. A bad bed, katil yang teruk. So that I'll transcribe that as, hold on, this is over here. Yeah, guys, is this hard for you guys or easy or what? Let me know. You need to get rid of it. Nice joke there. Bad. Yeah, it can get confusing, especially if we are used to the wrong pronunciation all this while. And I believe that's one of the biggest problems faced by, I think, 80% of my students. Okay, I'm typing something here in chat. So that's a bad bed. Katil yang teruk, a bad bed. So I'll let you hear this from my larynx, yeah? So it's a bad bed. A bad bed. A bad bed. That's very loud, sorry. A bad bed. And then a bad bat on the bed. Yeah, that's a very nice one. So there's a bad bat on the bed. So I like tongue twisters that involve vowels, because that really challenges your tongue. That is bad bed. Yeah, what I typed there is The first symbol there, the upside down E, is an So a bad bed. Any questions, guys? Because for me personally, vowels are exciting. Really exciting. They make me feel so, wow, this is English? So I bet a bat is on the bed. So listen to that, guys, yeah? So I bet a bat is on the bed. Can you hear the differences? I hope you can hear them, because I had students who couldn't hear the small differences. Tapi orang Melayu, the typical Malaysian, I bet a bet is on the bed. Huh? Semua sama. I bet a bet is on the bed. So it's hard if you're not used to pronouncing it. Now this is the crazy part about vowels. So okay, how does the vowel chart work? Okay, guys. Okay, hold on. Let me get my other hand. Now assume that this is my tongue. Okay, this hand here. This tongue is inside that box. So okay, assume the tip of my cursor is there, right? So assume the cursor here is the tip of your tongue. So if you're pronouncing E, sheep, 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 your tongue, the tip of the tongue goes there. Sheep, 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 ship, ship. So when you say ship, the tongue doesn't completely go out. So when you say bet, bet, the tongue goes forward, forward, forward. Bet, bet. When you say bat, it goes down a bit. Bat, 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 bet. Bet, the tongue goes higher. Bat, the tongue goes a bit lower. Can you hear the difference? And can you produce the difference? Okay, that one might be the challenge. So this one, I normally give students a lot of time to process. By the way, it's process, not process. Process tu Melayu. The O sound, that's later. Okay. So far, I've compared between the AE symbol and the Ein looking symbol. So you're probably wondering, sir, what's the E symbol supposed to be? Now, the E symbol is what you find in words such as egg, telur, okay? Egg. So there's egg, there's bet, and there's bat. So can you hear the three differences? So for example, you want eggs. Or for example, there are not many words with the E symbol for the record. So you want your eggs, but it's not eggs, it's not eggs, it's not eggs, it's not eggs, it's eggs. So the tough part when you're doing oral tests, when you do your degree later on, you're going to have an oral test. All right? And both Ben and NCOM may have a certain ambitious lecturer who would actually make you, pronounce all these vowels for marks. So you can start practicing now. It's in degree second semester, I believe. All right. So TESOL also has to do this, but TESOL's version of phonetics is significantly less complicated than that in Ben and NCOM. Of course, Ben has to take the most advanced version because we learn language in general. Kasih lost. Oh my god. Yeah, that's why I encourage for this chapter, you really need to listen, bukan listen Melayu, listen. You really need to listen to how people pronounce things in movies or interviews. I'm pronouncing American way. Interviews. Kalau British, interviews. Kalau British. So yeah, one of the challenges of this chapter, I'm repeating myself here, is that first you got to hear the differences, then you have to be able to produce it, and then you have to be able to write it. So there are 3 skills. All right, and you have to draw it as well, which I will teach later in class. That's like the peak of the difficulty curve here. All right. But if you notice, there are no theories. You don't have to memorize, for example, 8 to 12 months is this, and blah, blah, blah. There's no divine source theories or stories to remember. You just have to know the symbols, the names, and how to do it physically. All right? Okay, anyone else who needs help here? I want to help you guys. Ask me questions now. This is a great time for questions. Oh. Now, in case you feel this is difficult, to a certain extent it can be challenging, but I had a friend, a junior in fact, who when my friend joined URA for the first time as a student, her pronunciation was really horrible and rubbish. Seriously. She literally came from the hulu segala hulu. I'm quoting her words, by the way, yeah. So after some time, she just practiced, and over time she got the pronunciation. So how to practice pronunciation? There are several ways, but this is the most effective way, right? Number 1, you have to get used to listening to the proper pronunciation. Which is why I know this sounds like a really crazy suggestion, and I know some parents might be upset with me on this. Watch movies. Because in a lot of good movies, they do have good pronunciation. because you can learn in two ways. Number one, if you have a really flexible tongue, it might be easier. But once you're used to hearing someone pronouncing the word, we have a tendency of wanting to imitate the person. So when you imitate people, you get the pronunciation. So yeah, I know this sounds crazy, but try and, if you have a favorite actor, follow your favorite actors. Just watch his or her movie, listen to the pronunciation, and do it often. Do it a lot. Okay, I know. Depends on what kind of pronunciation you want, all right? But right now, if you ask me, actors with really good pronunciation and those who pronounce their words very clearly are the more classically trained actors. For example, Benedict Cumberbatch. He has really good pronunciation and he's a very clear and articulate person. So that's one guy you want to watch, for really good pronunciation. His accent is more neutral. He's a British actor, but he has a very, Hugh Jackman is an Aussie, and he doesn't really use a particular accent, but he tends to slur his word. Meaning to say that his pronunciation is not exactly, word for word, syllable by syllable. It's not clear. It's very, very much it has a certain smoothness to it, which might be very difficult for beginners. If you want that very clear, punchy pronunciation, you have people. Tom Holland tends to slur a lot, all right? He's not the clearest. He tends to drawl a bit, and his drawls tend to sound a bit forced to a certain extent, I would say. I would say that, Doctor Strange, his pronunciation. Or if you watch Doctor Who, which also has Benedict Cumberbatch. Tom Hiddleston has very good pronunciation. Seriously. His articulation is very clear. Tom Hiddleston, go ahead. Seriously good. Tom Hiddleston, Benedict Cumberbatch. What else? Yeah, if you notice, most of the Marvel main actors are really good in pronouncing things clearly, if you notice. Yep. Oh, Kong. Yeah. And, coincidentally, Captain Marvel was also in that film, right? In the Kong movie. So it's kind of funny. No problem, Zati. Take your time. I think I'll still be on until 1:30 or 2 o'clock, depending on how things go. All right. Yeah, Brie Larson. Brie Larson's pronunciation is more. Her pronunciation is a little bit tough to get. She's Californian, so if you want the American accent that I use, go for Brie Larson. What else? There are a lot of people you can listen to, but seriously, if you want one of the clearest and most articulate actors. Oh yeah, and you can always go for anyone who does voice acting. For example, who's a good voice actor? Hold on. Robert Pattinson is definitely a British guy. His British accent is very thick. He's a bit muffled, his voice, not the clearest. I'm talking about people with very clear voices. Because Benedict Cumberbatch is actually classically trained. He has professional training in theater and voice. Okay, Rifka Husna, it really depends on the kind of songs. Some songs, they follow their accents a bit. Hey, Zac Efron is actually quite decent, even though his accent is quite thick, but he has clear pronunciation. And yes, Benedict Cumberbatch, he's so good at... He's good at acting, he's good at the voice part as well. Yes, listening to songs, it depends on the song. Of course, don't listen to the English lyrics in Japanese songs or Korean songs. That's that's English. But I would say if you want a Western song, oh God, it's hard to recommend a song, to be honest. Adele is good. John Legend is good. Kami-sama. It's good they remember God. Light FM. I don't know. Not all of Light FM. Here's the thing. Some of the older songs tend to have certain accents. Alright. Ed Sheeran, he tends to drawl a lot. Drawl meaning macam dia terlalu punya bunyi tu tau. It's not the best. Not the best. Taylor Swift is country. Okay, I would avoid the country singers because they have that southern accent. Unless you want to sound like someone from Texas or someone from Nashville. Like, for example, what's the name? Blake Shelton, right? Blake Shelton has a very distinct country accent. So country songs, like, you listen to... Yeah, they have a certain sound. So you might not, it might be harder for some people. But if you like that accent and pronunciation, go for it. Ariana Grande, I don't really listen to her, but she sounds very... I don't know. I don't like her pronunciation that much, to be honest. But yeah, so if you notice this particular chapter, you have to go, especially vowels, go slow, and you have to listen to a lot. You have to listen to a lot of proper pronunciation in order to be able to produce it properly. All right? Okay, anyway, we're dragging. Yeah, thank you. Coleslaw, what? That's food. Okay, next is the symbol. Okay, this symbol I just highlighted on the chart. This is the only symbol in the entire vowel chart that has its own name. This symbol is called a schwa. Alright? Okay, no problem with that. You can watch the replay of this video later on. No problem, yeah? Hope you have a good day. Okay, so the schwa symbol. This one is called a schwa. Alright? And the symbol is an upside down E. Alright? No, not let me type that out properly. Hold on a sec. Just hold on 1 second. Control C. Now the schwa symbol is kind of annoying in the sense that in the English language, every letter has been used to spell it out. It's the sound. So for example, about. So about, the first A is actually a schwa. Alright, so about. Or for example, some of us like condensed milk. Bukan condensed milk, that's Melayu. Condensed milk. Condensed. Kun. Or for example, you're feeling confused. Bukan confused. Confused is Melayu. Alright, so confusion. That's the schwa sound, alright? And then you have, what else? Factory. Alright? Correct. Yeah, there you go. Correct. Contest. No, contesta. Contest is a different sound. It's a sound. So correct. Connect. Yeah. So connect, you have the sound at the end, and you have the sound at the beginning. So this is very exact. Oh my god, I'm mixing up the symbols already. Okay, concert, the earth. Concert. That's the schwa. Earth. Concern. Okay, in concern, both are schwa. Bukan concern, concern is very Malaysian. Only Malaysian English say concern. But it's actually, do you have any concerns? Concerns. Can you hear the difference now? Concern, concert, connect, contest, correct, confused, condensed, about. So this is where it gets really interesting. But You know, if you've been pronouncing it wrong all your life, then this is a nightmare. But it's doable. It's doable if you ask me. Not difficult. Not difficult. Not difficult. Difficult. Cult. Cult. Around. Yes, you're correct, Elena. Around. So yeah, this is. So you know, cult. Cult is that's a different sound altogether. I haven't taught that one yet. Is the sound. So difficult, but you know, it's a difficult cult. So we have two different sounds like culture, ch. So the at the end, culture, so it's your schwa over there. So you notice that assume. So that's a schwa at the beginning. Assume that would be, it can be a diphthong, it can be a consonantal glide, which we'll do later on. Yeah, there's another rule later on I haven't taught. There are a lot of things going on in phonetics, alright? Okay, that's your... What about the and the? Okay, Aisha, the and the, it depends on the following word, whether it's a vowel or a consonant. So for example, let's say you have, okay, after the word THE, you have a word that begins with a vowel sound. Not a vowel spelling, but a vowel sound. So for example, end. So the end. But the bear, when you have a consonant right after the, it becomes an So it's a schwa. So the earth. Yeah, so the earth. E. So E would be the I with a dot. Very good, Aisha. And then Neko, accent makes the more annoying. Seriously, different accents would have two different the's as well, and there are different pronunciations. So that's where it gets really, really, really interesting. So the egg. Okay, phonetic spelling. Okay, we don't call it phonetic spelling, we call it phonetic transcription. I'll type that out for you. Phonetic transcription. So for the, okay, I'll type it out for you. Don't worry, you're not left alone. I'll have to copy and paste this actually. Old English, okay, I haven't given Old English examples on the group yet, but Old English are just murderous. They look hard, they look weird, and those aren't really Old English. I would say that's more to Middle English. No, that's actually modern. Okay, believe it or not, hybrid Neko, thee, thy, and thou, those are actually modern English words. Believe it or not. Old English I will share on the group later on. Hybrid Neko, which section are you from, by the way? I need to share the example, but I don't know which section you're from, so I might, you know, get things wrong. Let me know which section you're from so I can share the example. 733. Okay, I'll share it after this live session. Okay, so this is the answer for, who asked me? Okay, Aisha, right? Aisha SF. I know, sure. I'll send you an example of Old English. Okay, fine. All sections lah, senang korang ni. Alright, so what I typed there just now was, okay, the and the. The and the. So the has a schwa, the has an I. Alright. Is this confusing, guys? I hope you can digest this, and feel free to re-watch this video. By the way, since I'm doing this video almost for 3 hours, so I've replaced 3 hours of class. Alright, fair, right? Yeah, it can get confusing. Phonetics is one of those more intense chapters. Alright. Okay, let's look at the back sounds over here, right? Now you have two different oohs here. Okay, this is not a W. This is a sound that exists in, I think, French, I believe. Alright. So you have a rounded vowel. Okay, what are rounded vowels? You do the duck face, so ooh. Alright. So you have, okay, again, the one at the edge of the table is the one with the longer harakat, the long vowel, and this is the shorter one. So this is your pool, kolam, and this is your pull. Pull and pool. Pull and pool. pool. So I'll type that out for you guys in the chat. Pool. I think the birds are actually whistling outside my house, which is kind of adorable. Pull him into. I'll type this into the typing IPA can be a bit cumbersome, to be honest. Okay, everybody wants a piece of me now. Pull. Let me see, did I type that properly? Hold on a sec. I can't see on my pull. Pula dah. Alright. So I just typed there, okay? Pull him into the pool. Pull him into the pool. Pull him into the pool. So the U with the design there, that stylized U, the horseshoe or the magnet U, is the shorter, thicker U. And then this one is the longer U. So the confusing thing is, don't rely on spelling, because there are cases where double O is the shorter one. For example, cook. You don't say cook, you say cook. And then you enjoy good food. The food is good. The food is good. All right. So this is where spelling is totally unreliable. So be careful, guys. So you pull someone into the pool because the cook is kind of angry that, you know, someone else is cooking good food. I know, that's such a tongue twister there. For some people, you might really hate this part, but I don't know. I think this is fun. This is really fun, actually. All right. And then we don't cover this weird. This is not lam alef. Yeah, don't say it's lam alef. We're not covering. This is a French sound. Now we have. Okay, Elena, not pearl. Okay, there's a difference. Okay, listen to the differences. Yeah, you have pool, you have pull, you have pull. You can hear the differences, right? So pull and pull, pull and pull, pull and pull. Okay, I'll make it clearer here. You have pull and pull, pull and pull. Craziness, right? So pull and pull, pull and pull, pull and pull. I'm not sure if you hear that. So those are the sounds, guys. All right. So you have pull and you have pull. Okay, moving on. Yikes! I know, right? So this is where, that's why some people say vowels are the harder one. That's skull. Okay, I know skull is this symbol over here, the upside down V. So the upside down V is what you have in words such as, hold on, very good one. No. Hold on, let me copy this. Paste. Oi. You have it in words such as skull or cut or butt or nut or dark. So you notice the ah sound. So skull, cut, butt, nut, dark. It's good that, hold on, I know brought it up because that's actually the next sound to teach you. So you have oo and and then you have ah. Okay, then these two symbols are, oh my god, right now you're like, holy crap, this chapter is, wow, there's a lot to learn. Seriously, that's how I see things. Be positive, right? There's a lot to learn in this chapter. And then, all right. Yeah, Fatin, same symbol. So but and but have the same pronunciation. So that's where it gets really hilarious, right? Neko, no. It's not a long T or short T. Both have the exact same pronunciation. Exactly the same. Nothing is long or short over there. So tetapi and punggung have the exact same pronunciation. Yeah, that's where it gets more confusing because there are cases in English where the words have the exact same pronunciation despite having totally different meanings. So that's where English just kicks you in the butt. But you know, it's not that bad. But when we talk about butts, oh god, there you see, it's like, the pronunciation. What's going on here? Yes, like night and night. There are no differences there. So in phonetics, both will have the exact same symbols. So but and but are transcribed the same way. Night and night are transcribed the same way. Hour and hour are transcribed the same way. Not and not are also transcribed the same way. Okay, speaking of not and not, okay, the next two symbols are the O and the O. So this one I'm highlighting here is O. That's very easy, right? But this is O. So Malaysians love their I orin, orin, orin. But here, this is O, orange, orange or awful. Okay, Elina, rise and rice. That's a good one. Okay, everybody focus on Elina's message. All right, Elina Sabirin, right? I think that's your name, right? Okay, rise, bangkit, ends with this one. Rise, rise. It's spelled with an S, but it's pronounced as a Z. Nasi, rice, is this one. So for example, every day I rise to the smell of rice. I rise. Oh, this is a good tongue twister. Thank you for the inspiration. I credit to Elina. I rise to the smell of rice. So both rise and rice have different pronunciations. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Bukan okay. Alright, this is O. So this one you have it in words such as, for example, example is British, example is American. That's where it gets more confusing. Alright. For example, awful, orange, etc. Okay. Okay, by the way, one thing that people don't realize about schwa is that there's some words we think it's pronounced with the a, but it's actually a schwa because we're not used to hearing the word properly. For example, guys, how do you pronounce this word I just typed? Orang Melayu kata sofa kan? But if you were to listen to an actual pronunciation of the word, especially in American English, it's sofa. Not sofa, sofa. So the transcription would be like that. So for example, I'm resting on the sofa, looking at that person with the bazooka. Bazooka, not bazooka. Likewise, it's pizza. Not pizza, but pizza. So the food you eat, they order from Pizza Hut. That's why I hate the advertisement because they're butchering the pronunciation. It's not Pizza Hut. Ya Allah, teruk betul sebutan. How did they get a job? Sometimes I wonder, how we have people who have training in pronunciation and a lot of people are just butchering pronunciations left and right. So for example, the pizza that you order from Pizza Hut, look at Pizza Hut, God, it's not even voiced in the first place, is this. So Pizza Hut, Pizza Hut. That's the pronunciation for you. Pizza, pizza. Bukan Pizza Hut. That is so Melayu. Or Pizza Hut. Oh my God, don't do the Z there. I will really minus your marks for that. Pizza. You just bought Pizza Hut. But yeah, I think that's the real issue with a lot of us as well. Why phonetics is hard? Because in Malaysia we don't pronounce things properly, so we don't have a good reference point. Don't worry about the grammar that much, all right? And then to make it more confusing and make it more frustrating in Malaysia, when somebody pronounces things correctly, the thing in Malaysia is if somebody pronounces things correctly, but if it's not a common pronunciation, please don't do this. Yeah, please don't laugh at people for pronouncing things differently, because chances are they might be correct. For example, salmon, all right? The fish, salmon, salmon. The L is silent. Sushi, sushi tak apa pula? Oh my god, that sounds weird. Let me find the pronunciation of sushi. I think it's sushi, but I might be wrong. In phonetics, you always have to double check actually. But I would believe it's sushi. Sushi. Whoever says sushi is kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, salmon has a silent L. So every time I go to a shop and I order salmon, they're like, huh? What's salmon? Yeah, ikan tu. Oh, salmon eh. No, it's salmon. Oh god, you people. Yeah, sushi is su. Okay, sushi. That's sushi for you. Sesame? What's wrong with sesame? Don't say somebody pronounces sesama. If sesama, I'll slap the person. Seriously. But yeah, there you go. So salmon has a silent L. Almond. You know the kacang almond? Silent L. Which I think not many people are aware of. Almonds. Yeah, almond, depending on the accent, can have a silent L. So it's either almond or almond. But usually you don't pronounce the L in almond. So that's another tricky one in language. That's why one thing I like about phonetics, it really makes you aware of pronunciation, which is why, if you ask me, school teachers should really learn phonetics. Because imagine how you can help students to learn pronunciation and learn to actually read the dictionary. Because in schools in other countries, they learn how to read these symbols. In school, guys, school. Okay, scent. The C is silent. You do not pronounce the C at all. So it's the exact same pronunciation as hantar, sent messages. So how about this? She sent a message with a scent. Ooh, that's very nice. Yeah, it's good. It takes time to work on pronunciation. It's not the easiest thing, and everybody has their own accent and personal flavor as well. So to have perfect pronunciation is not easy. But in phonetics, we expect that you can at least identify sounds, which is a skill. Skill. Bukan skill, skill. So you have the I without the dot. Okay, so you have O and O, which I've covered so far. Okay, the last two symbols. Oh, we are going to the last two monophthongs. And then probably in the next class or next online session, I'll do diphthongs and triphthongs, okay? So O and O are quite simple. Okay, these two A's. Oh my god, I wish I don't have to talk about these two A's, because these two A's are the annoying A's. Hold on, let me just reconfirm which A is which. So if you notice, these A's are kind of like fighting, because one A is facing left and one A is facing right. Like mengada gila kan, like holy crap, what are they thinking? Let me find a good example for this word. Hold on. Or for example, if you notice, okay, vowels are funny. Like this E over here, it seems to be fighting with this E. It's looking the other way over there. And then ni terbalik tapi kepala bawah. Ni terbalik tapi kepala atas. So they seem to be like on opposites over here in some aspects. And then suddenly there's an A that's upside down like this. What the heck is he doing here? Yeah, the phonetic symbols can be a bit cute at times. But anyway, we are talking about... You're not learning those symbols yet. Okay, why are they fighting? Okay, good question, Neko. Actually, when you have symbols like these two over here, they belong to two different accents. That's the good news, all right? So this A, the one I'm highlighting here, belongs to the American accent, but it is not spelled with an A. It is spelled sometimes with an, it is usually spelled with an O. For example, I'm going to type the word, alright? Now, orang Melayu kata they nak some coffee, coffee panas, alright? Now, British people will say they want a cup of coffee, coffee. But Americans don't say that. They say they want a cup of coffee, coffee. So it's almost like an R, but it's not an R. So they want some coffee, coffee, coffee. There's coffee and there's coffee, coffee, coffee. Orang Melayu kopi, ko. Malay pronunciation is very is very much towards the front of the mouth, all right? But the English, cough. Okay, yes, cough is a good one. So Americans say they have a cough, cough. The people can cough, cough is something else. They have a cough. So it's in between R and O, the sound over here. So ka. So you want a cup of coffee, but not cuff. Cuff is this one over here. Cuff is this one over here. So be careful. So you have coffee, coffee, and you have coffee, which is British or Melayu, and then you have ka, surah kahfi. Wow. So this Friday, read your kahfi, guys. Elina, yes, you do not pronounce the L in kaf. You do not pronounce the L at all. It's silent as well. Yeah, English has a lot of silent letters. It's kind of like crazy. Now, the very last symbol, the upside down A, belongs solely to British English, all right? Now, this is how it pronounced like, all right? In BM, or Malaysian English, he is the last person. That is in Malaysian English, last, all right? In American English, he is the last person. Last is over here. Last, Malaysian, is over here. This is last. This is last. Now, British, the lost. The lost person. The lost. The lost person. Lost. Lost. And then you have last. And then orang paling last kali. Malay, last. Last. Lost. Last. Lost. Last. Lost. Last. Can you hear the difference, guys? So Melayu or Malaysian, last, and then last, and then British, lost. Last, lost, less. Less is this one, less. This is less, the one I'm highlighting here. It's confusing because the symbols look very similar, right? So imagine, guys, in the exam, I can do several things. Number one, I can give you a word, like this word, for example, this entire word, and I can ask you to convert the entire word into symbols. That's number one. I can do that. Number two, I can give you a word in symbol form and change it into words, normal letters, all right? That's number two. Number three, okay, let me zoom in a bit closer here. All right, you see the word symbol here, right? I can highlight just this one part of the word. Give me the symbol and the name. Allahu Akbar. For example, let's say represent, represent. I'll highlight the S over here. What's the symbol and what's the name? I can do that as well. So that will be a voiced alveolar fricative. Z, represent. This one, on the other hand, would be your voiced alveolar trill. This would be your voiced, what? Your voiced, apa ni? Your th and the. So what's this? Your voiced what? So that's the format for the quiz, which often, I don't know, it's fun. There's nothing to study. You just have to know the sounds, all right? So we've already covered all the consonants and half of all the vowels. Diphthongs and triphthongs are not in the on the chart, so I have to actually draw them in class later on. And then gomba or pago, later on you have this as well, the various E's, which gets even crazier, but a lot of fun, all right? Okay, so I finished what I wanted to cover today in 3 hours. Wow, 3 hours is a very long time. Any questions, guys? Yeah, the accent contour. It's a monstrosity, but trust me, it's a lot of fun. All right. Odd. Odd is this one, this upside down C over here. This is odd. Huh? TH. It's voiced, by the way, because the. It's voiced, all right? The is voiceless. So yeah, after this video is after I end the stream, I will post the link automatically on. Okay, suprasegmental, you're not covering. Okay, suprasegmental, we're covering a bit. So we have 54 symbols. We're going to add 1, 2, and 3 more symbols. So that will be a total of 54 plus 3. Okay, 57, guys. You have 57 symbols to learn in the entire syllabus for CFS. Foundation, primary stress, now you're stressed. Oh my god, don't be stressed. So you have 57 symbols in total for CFS level. And then for degree, you have around 100 or more. And then the full chart will be done in master's level onwards. So yeah, welcome to the world of sounds. Okay, any other questions about how to pronounce things and stuff? Subhanallah, right? Why are you taking Benno? Oh my god. I hope you don't regret it. Okay, I know this part can be, I would say it's a bit heavy because there's a lot, but trust me, it's fun. All right? This is way better than formulas for mathematics, all right? dy dx and all that. That's craziness. This one, you don't calculate anything. You play with your tongue. Oh, the a, e, and all that stuff, all right? You don't learn this anywhere else. And we need more people in the world who have this kind of knowledge. Yeah, 57 symbols for CFS syllabus. There you go. Just symbols, guys. Just symbols. And again, I'm gonna say my common catch a phrase in class. It's all dunyawi. Don't worry. You will not go to hell for this. You'll just go through hell, maybe. Okay, never mind. I'm being mean there. All right. Any other questions, guys? I'm gonna stay for another 1 or 2 minutes. Then I'll end this class. And seriously, thank you so much. Yeah, so 3 hours, which means, okay, for those of you whose classes fall on Monday, I've already replaced your Monday class. And then for those of you who, For those of you who missed my classes because of me getting married, I've already replaced 3 hours. So only have like 1 or 2 hours left to replace for you guys. Okay, how's my wife? Alhamdulillah, she's doing well. She's at work right now. I sent her to work this morning. Yeah, my wife is good, alhamdulillah. Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock. Oh, Sherlock is a good film to watch, seriously. The series is good as well. All right. So, any other questions, guys? I will give some practice sentences later on the WhatsApp group, all right? And I'll give the link to this particular, and the class of a cheesy joke. I posted this on Instagram. What's the most romantic food of them all? It's curry me. Why curry me? Because curry me can curry me away. Okay, whatever. And then my best friend, he kind of continued the joke. So he replied to me on Instagram and he said this: why run? It had brought you lots of love. God, the cheesiness. Oh my God. All right, but anyway, okay, I'm going to sign off soon. If you guys want to watch me stream video game stuff, perhaps later tonight. If you need more help, well, ask questions on the WhatsApp group. We'll continue discussion there. And I'll post the link to this full video right after I end the stream, yeah? Because I like YouTube. It actually preserves the stream that you just did, all right? And probably I'll do more online classes tonight. Check out my Twitter account. Oh my God, I'm doing a shameless self-promotion. Normally I update my games I want to play on stream on Twitter or Instagram, but most probably I'll be doing either Mario Maker or Mario Odyssey if I do it tonight. Otherwise it's tomorrow night. So till next time, guys. Okay, we can end our class with Tasbih Kafarah Surah to us. Hope you guys enjoy this, and well, thank you guys. See you later.